Welcome back, students. In previous lecture we have see the role of a nitrogen. I hope you are understand the role of a nitrogen in a plant. From today's lecture we are going to see most important point, that are the nitrogen fixation. Let's see. In previous lecture we most of students get the idea what is mean by nitrogen fixation. If one molecules have a use in a plant but that cannot use, for that purpose that should be converted into one form to the another form. Means simple. If you want to go to college, okay, if you want to go to college, but you you do not go college, okay, but you want to go college but you do not go college. For that purpose college bus, your bicycle, your vehicle that are available, and your bicycle vehicle, that is known as fixation, your child form to the making the student form. Okay, your family convert, your family environment convert into college or the school environment, that is known as fixation. Same way nitrogen also, nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen is a dimorphic form, that is a N2 molecules that cannot used by the plant. For that purpose it can be converted into another forms. The removal and the reduction of atmospheric nitrogen N2, the subsequent incorporation with the other element in the form of a nitrogenous component, that should be converted into another nitrogenous component, that should not convert into another component but that convert in nitrogenous component. Nitrogen fixation is the process that causes the strong two atom of nitrogen molecules that found in atmosphere that break apart, that combine with the other atoms, and nitrogen get fixed when the combine with the oxygen and the hydrogen, that combine with the nitrogen and the oxygen and the hydrogen, that means reaction will be take place. That means a bacteria or the anything's physical chemical agent that convert nitrogen to nitrogenous component. Let's see types of nitrogen fixation. You have to know what is fixation. Then nitrogen fixation: biological, non-biological. Biological and non-biological, simple difference. The conversion, the fixing of a nitrogen into another component role, if the any organism are used, that is a biological. Any physical techniques, chemical techniques are used, that is a non-biological. Biological also non-symbiotic and the symbiotic. Simply symbiotic, non-symbiotic, one things keep in mind. Symbiotic means when two organism associated with, if one organism, if both organism get benefited, that is known as a symbiotic. That means two organisms are correlated to each other or the associated to each other for the benefit from each other. That is symbiotic. And non-symbiotic, it is there is no any benefits from the each other. Let's see non-biological nitrogen fixation. How non-biological nitrogen fixation will be take place in a plant. Let's say microorganisms do not take place found in a rainy season during the lighting. There is physical agent are involved, lighting and the rainy season. Let's see N2 plus O2, they convert into nitrogen oxide 2NO. Then 2NO plus O2, nitrogen peroxide. Then 2NO2 plus CH2O2, HNO2 and the HNO3, that is nitrogenous compound will be formed. And that are the some nitrogen derivative are formed due to the physical and the natural reaction. Okay, that is known as a non-biological nitrogen fixation. That a simple reaction are given. You can easily remember by the oxidation, by the hydration of a nitrogen molecules, it gives to the nitrogenous different compound like nitric oxide, nitrogen peroxide, then nitric acid, then nitric acid, calcium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, that are the compound are the form with the help of a nitrogen conversion, that are known as the non-biological nitrogen fixation. Sometimes they can ask in exam. For that purpose, one of the two or three example you have remember what is mean by the non-biological nitrogen fixation and how will be fixed in the nitrogen. So for that purpose we have make their notes and write in a exam. Let's see biological fixation of nitrogen. Biological fixation, that means there is use of a living organism. There are the two types, symbiotic and the non-symbiotic. First we have to see the non-symbiotic. What is meant by non-symbiotic? The fixation is carried out by the free living microorganism. Okay, that non-symbiotic means it is also done by the microorganism or the organism, but there is no significance from each other. Let's see which are the microorganism are used to fix the nitrogen by the non-symbiotically. First, aerobic bacteria, aerobic microorganism, aerobic, uh, anaerobic, and the blue-green algae. That are the some examples are given. Aerobic, anaerobic, and the blue-green algae are used to fix the nitrogen. First, free-living aerobic bacteria. You should be remember the example which are the non-symbiotic and which are the symbiotic. Let's see free-living aerobic bacteria: Azotobacter, Benjernicia, free-living bacteria, free-living anaerobic bacteria, Clostridium, free-living photosynthetic chlorobium, Rhodopseudomonas, free-living the chemosynthetic, Disulfivibro, Thiobacillus. That are the example we have to remember. Okay, is that clear? That are the non-symbiotic. Free-living like yeast, Pylorrhea, blue-green algae, unicellular, that is Gliothece, Synthecoccus, Filamentous, Oscillatoria, then Filamentous, Heterosister Toliphotrix, Nostoc, Anabena. That are the non-symbiotic organism that have the role to the fix the nitrogen. Let's see symbiotic. Most of the students have revealed that in a from the 11th we have studied the symbiotic association. Symbiotic association, two organisms having the benefit from the each other. Let's see symbiotic inside the this term coined by D. Berry. There are the three categories: nodule forming leguminous plant, nodule formation non-leguminous plant, and non-nodulation plant. That are the three types of plant. They have fixed the nitrogen by the symbiotically. First, nodule formation. Second, nodule formation by the non-leguminous plant, and the non-nodulation. That are the three types of plant can occur symbiotic. Let's see nodule formation leguminous plant. 2500 species of the family of Leguminaceae that produce the root nodules with the association with the rhizobium. Okay, association provide the food, shelter for the bacteria, and bacteria supply the fix to the nitrogen to the plant. That is the mechanism, or that is benefit to each other. The rhizobium, it is a bacteria that having the benefit, they get a shelter to their growth and development, and the plant, they get a nitrogen from the soil, or the fix the nitrogenous component from the soil. Okay, that are the overall about the nitrogen fixation. From next lecture we are going to see symbiotic nitrogen fixation by the rhizobium, and the detail in VC. It is a overlook of a nitrogen fixation and their types. From next lecture we are going to see in details the nitrogen fixation by the rhizobium and the blue green algae. Thank you.